Hello and welcome to another episode of Grab Me If You Can. I'm Francis and this is Top Rock. Well, part of it. We are Africa's oldest and most, oldest. There's Nick, and that's what all miners do in their working hours. They mine the internet. Oh dear. Someone's got to do the paperwork, and that someone is Nick today. Happy days. As I was saying, Top Rock, Africa's oldest, most reputable wholesaler of minerals and fossils. I'm Francis. That's a Tata, and that's an old Landy. Put it out of its misery, mate. If you're new here, welcome. Happy days. Cara has written a short story, which he will have posted at the bottom of this video in the description. Please take your time to read it. Today's exchange rate is standing at 17.88 to the dollar. There's Cara. She's okay. She's back from Joburg, and she's had a semi-successful book hunt.
Just a reminder, minimum order is 10 kgs.
10 kgs, and then you can ship. We do that mostly, so the cost per kg is reasonable as opposed to just shipping one flat of diet taste. It's going to cost you an unreasonable amount. Right, let's get to it. First up, we've got some beautiful white Bucanote hook, spirit quartz. There's 12 of these little beasties, delicate and shiny. These are rated very good to A grade. They weigh 1.2 kilograms, and they are absolutely very pretty, man. White variety of the Bucanote hook, and very spirit quartzy. Lots of limonite given way to goethite there at the base. Pretty little flat. It's going to cost all of $42. That is for flat 782. Next up is a really nice flat of Soul Rose. 12 specimens here, rated as good, very good to A grade. Let's have a closer look here in the sun. All covered with a nice generous dose of druzy, just to add a little depth and a little shiny to the already pink luster. Cobultion dolomite, if you didn't know already. Here's one with a little side portion of malachite. There's a nice big Soul Rose crystals. There's a little bit of heterogenite along with the malachite. It's very nice. This flat weighs 1.52 kilos. Oh, here's a bit of white planchite. Or was it keolinite? It'll probably be keolinite. This flat's going to cost $55. It is flat 751. Onto some nice tiger eye. Some of them have got a nice amount of crocodilite, such as this one. That is the blue variation of tiger's eye. Most of them are just beautiful tiger's eye from Briska. Preeminent venue that gives the world the best tiger eye. This flat weighs 1.92 kilograms. It's going to cost, rated very good, very good A grade, $33 for the 24, and that's a flat 723. We move on to some, I'm going to call it Mindingi mine in Congo, malachite on top of druzy. It's just getting too easy to call anything from Ndingi ball malachite. I mean, that is obviously not ball malachite. It's 840 grams. The second one's a beaut, and it's quite thin as well. Oh, look at that druzy. It's a lot of goethite. All right, some botryoidal malachite. I can't call this ball malachite, man. Botryoidal malachite on druzy from the Mindingi mine. It is beautiful though. Rated both as very good. It's going to cost $52. That is 718. Next up, we've got some beautiful Sashi River red agate, and they are beautiful. There's 12 of these, and one they rated, let's see, very good to A grade, but truly, I do believe it's only this one that is suspect. Let's try and get it out of the sun, and it's still really pretty. There are still those bands, but all the other ones have very distinct banding. It's beautiful. 1.4 kilograms. This is from, obviously, the Sashi River, the border between Zimbabwe and Botswana. There we go. Look at those. Those are gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Nice flats of Sashi River. It's going to, well, it weighs 1.4 kilos. It's going to cost $28. That is for flat 711. Nice. Then, would you like some rutile? Because I tell you what, there's rutile in here, and there's a lot of rutile. Let's start with the smokies. There are 12 polished points from Madagascar. Here we've got a nice smoky with a veil of, what looks like specular hematite. Lots of specular hematite. The smoky here has a little bit of a grape flavor to it. That's the amethyst over there. That's a beauty. Some limonite in amongst the heterogenite. Here's some black tourmaline rutile. Come on, focus. There we go. And that's a beauty. Look at that. 2 chlorites. There's one. There's another one. Large, nice, neat chlorite veil. More chlorite. Oh, this is a beaut. Stunning. And then the rutile. Here's some copper. Hello there, you lekker ding jy. Two types of rutile in here. There's definitely copper and there's black, which I assume is going to be tourmaline. That is a beauty. Then there's another chlorite. Okay, I lied. There's only three with rutile. I might exaggerate sometimes, but oh wow. Beautiful flat of polished points from Madagascar. It's going to weigh, it weighs 590 grams. It's going to cost $40. That's flat 789. Then a flat with a mixed goodies. We've got some limonite. There's what looks like charetzi. There's some Malagasy quartz. There's a red hematoid from Zimbabwe. Look at that nice clear window there. That's a beaut. There's all these little ones. Beautiful hematoid veils. I tell you what, all the red hematoids that come in these mixed boxes are absolutely beautiful. It's the when it's only red hematoid is when I have a problem with them. But this, I just love looking at these. That secondary growth covering the veil. That's a beaut. More little chevettes, and then from Kwaggafontein or Mpika. It looks like Kwagga to me. But lots of nice quartz here. 1.47 kilograms. $38 is what it's going to cost. That's flat 787. Onto some black tourmaline and feldspar, the obligatory smoky quartz. Smoky quartz, where are you? Oh, actually, not this flat. This flat's rated as good, very good to A grade. Yeah, no, it doesn't want to let go. There's some smoky quartz. Feldspar. There's a cheeky little shrill on feldspar. Riding the feldspar like a cowboy tourmaline. Sometimes, and the times that we do get aquamarine, it's been in these. It's from this pocket. So it is worth going over. But I don't think too much is going to come out of this. It's 940 grams. It's $50. It's 752. to Book and Hote we go, and a different variety. We saw the very white ones earlier. Here's the large windowed, slightly smoky, slightly amethysty, and it's beautiful, as you can see right deep in there is that amethyst veil, or the initial growth of the crystal. There's another one, that's beautiful. Crystals with depth. Here we got a nice example with a lot of limonite down at the base, also nice clean windows. It's a beautiful crystal. That's pretty. And then the third one is your typical little Book and Hote hook hedgehog. Limonite slightly smoky, a couple of second and third growths. There's a little bit of goethite inside the crystal. 1.64 kilos, rated good to very good only. It's going to be $46 only. That's flat 768. Then we've got clear quartz crystals, all 10 of them. These are rated very good. Good, very good to A. Pardon. And they are just that. There's the largest one, it's about 9 centimeters. Excuse me, but I've had to measure a lot of them recently. Then a whole bunch of smaller. The smaller ones are probably the A grade ones. Yeah, most definitely. This flat here weighs 1.1 kilos. It's going to cost $38 for the 10 little points. Flat 713. Onto some libethenite for the copper derivative collectors. A very collectible item. This very rare. We were quite lucky to get more of it because we did run out of it. There are 6 of these specimens in here. Nice large gems there. You can see they're quite green. The recent batch has been predominantly very dark. These exist in the oxidation zones right next to the copper deposits. They weigh 1.03 kilos. They're going to cost you $51. That's a flat 722. From Zomba Plateau, we got azurine and feldspar. There's a couple of really beautiful little clusters here. This one, for example, these are rated good, very good to A grade. But this one here is stunning. Look at that. Look at the delicate aciculus structures there on top of smokies. Nice. Bit of a larger crystal. That husky green. Yum, yum. 1.2 kilos. This flat of azurine is going to cost $44. That is for flat 732. Then on to what looks like a pretty ordinary flat of chrysocolla, except it's not ordinary and it's not dirty either. 1.48 kilos, rated good to very good only. Let's have a look. Lots and lots of juicy there. Part of this dirty look is aching and responsible. Well, it's a bit of native copper that's in the juicy that gives it that kind of dirty look. Look at this one. This is spectacular. It's a thick layer of chrysocolla. I suspect this could be calcite. I'm going to have to come back to this one. This flat here is 1.48 kilos. It's going to cost $50 for the 4. That's flat 712. Then on to a flat of azurite, Shatterkite, and chrysocolla tumbles. And these are from the Congo. You can, some of them, the polish is by hand. This one's not so bad. That one's actually really nice. It's beautiful dark blue azurite. There's a 36 of these little fellas. And they are actually really, really nice. I did earlier, I saw one with a bit of a shit polish, but I can't see it now, so it couldn't have been that bad. Very nice. Flat of azurite, Shatterkite, and chrysocolla, 1.15 kgs. Good, very good to A grade. It's going to cost $53. That's flat 791. Book and note hook, another variation. Lots of nice. Look at this red hematoid. Beautiful blood red iron seeping through the windows there. A bit more, less lilac and more limonite. These book and note hookies are beautiful. They weigh 1.11 kilos. There's more of that beautiful red iron. Rated very good to A grade. These 35 little crystals are going to cost only $44. That's for flat 720. On to small little ammonite pairs. There are 20 of these little ones. They are little, and they don't want to open. Open, little one. What is wrong with you? You have one function in life. There we go. Yeah, beautiful. That's these rated very good to A grade. Let's see if we can't find some opalization, baby. Yeah, look at that. She's a winner. Yes, please. Wait, open. Damn it. Come on, you can do it. You can do it for me. Do it for me. Come on. Here we go. Here we go. A little ammonite. A cutie tootie. Nice. Some of them with very nice iridescence. It's these 20 are going to cost all of $31. That is flat 781. On to some Kasompi Silkies, malachite from Congo, 1.49 kgs. These are rated as very good to A grade. And let's just behold the chatoyancy. Gorgeous greenness. There's 3 of them in here. Beautiful silky malachites. This flat's going to be $57 for the 3, and that's flat 735. Onto the center of the trolley, and we've got a largish diaptase specimen with little itsy bitsy diaptase, and let me just get some zoom action going on here. There we go. Little itsy bitsy diaptase, and then also these larger, beautiful, large diaptase crystals. They are nestled upon some quartz. Some of the quartz has gone and turned to limonite. Beautiful specimen. It's rated as very good to a thought given to A grade. 840 grams. It's going to cost all of $160. That is for flat 784. Then some banded tiger iron points, or prismy points. Nice hard jasper with some really, really decent thick hematite veins running horizontally. Very slimming, nice. This is that's not nice. That's a bit of a scuffy mark. Otherwise, a very sharp point. Probably one of those little points that sit right in front of the class. 1.1 kilos, rated very good only. Gonna cost $37 for the two. Flat 713. Wow, 719. Get it right, mate. Right, now here's our little beauty. It's a large Asian Bucanote hook cluster, 1.55 kilograms with nice long fingers. And she's a beaut. That's very nice, man. You've got the limonite on the side and these two long fingers. Let's just have a looky here. There's all kinds of growth happening here on the side. Can you see? Can you see? Almost quite a few terminations at the ends of these little fingers. Yeah, she's a beaut. She's 1.55 kilograms, $75, flat 714. Then from the Mandingi mine, some Mandingi malachite on top of some well-developed quartz. This quartz has already got loads of goethite in it. Dark, smoky. Is it smoky? But the rest of the quartz just beneath that beautiful botryoidal malachite is definitely goethite. It's a beautiful specimen. Again, this was the temptation to call this ball malachite was just too much. It'll probably go onto the website being called that, but I reckon this is just generally botryoidal. Quite a large mother stone. It's a beautiful specimen. It weighs 1.95 kilograms, rated as very good to A grade. It's going to cost $112. That's pretty cheap for that specimen. That is a flat 770. And last on the first trolley, we got some eclogite. That is the beautiful red pyro garnet, more orangish really, on top of, what is it again, Oompa Loompa mineral, omphacite. Here we go. Occurs in the diamond veins in Kimberley, so it is exceptionally rare. Yeah, we have a few, and then I don't think we'll see this again. Weighs 1.8 kilos, rated very good to A grade. It's going to cost all of $68. That is flat 721. Right, on to the second trolley, and we start off with some absolutely gorgeous amazonite. There are 24 of these little palm stones, slightly larger palm stones and slightly smaller palm stones. These Malagasy polishes, and look at how nice dark and green this beastie is. It's very cool. Great finish, great polish. There's another dark fella. Rated as very good to A grade, 1.32 kilograms for the 24. They're going to cost $41. That's flat 834. Zomba Plateau Azurine, 20 crystals. Sheath with some feldspar in the mix. These 20 weigh 790 grams. Here we go, have a look at this one. Nice, husky, sexy green. There's this flat of azurine's going to cost $28 for flat 771. Then from Laputo mine, and we know what comes from Laputo mine, right? Well, chrysocolla with druzy, and some of it's got some hemimorphite in it. These 6 specimens weigh 1.53 kgs. Let's have a closer look. Lots of nice white druzy. On top of the chrysocolla, this has got quartz, and it's heavy. Heavy on the lead, heavy on the zinc. And that's why we think it's hemi. But that is definitely kaolinite on the top there. On top of the druzy. Whoa, that is very heavy. Maybe it's because it's really big. No, it's just really heavy. The copper is generally heavy as well, so I'm going to hedge my bets too much there. It's very interesting. Nice quartz. interesting to say the least. This flat here, rated as good, very good to A grade. It's going to cost $53. That's for flat 773. We got a mix again, and this time we got more of that gorgeous, delicious red hematoid with specular hematite. Nice and clear, clean hematoid. This is from Zimbabwe. There we go. That's very lekker. On my way, come on. Okay, I'll take a small one instead. This flat's got more red hematoid than the other. There's the Kwaggafontein. Here's the old Mumbwa, the Jacaranda amethyst. But have a look at this. That is sexy. $2.1 kilo for all the various ones. You've got some little limonites as well. And some of these limonites, limonites lekker. We got a fresh batch in this weekend. And they contain lots of nice inclusions. This flat here is going to cost $48. That is flat 754. On to some Buchanut. Nice traditional lilac, deepish lilac with the ametry or the limonite in the base. There you go. These are rated as very good to A grade, 980 grams. 6 clusters. That's a beauty. Don't mind the tuft of grass. This flat's going to cost $53. That is full flat 758. Then on to some good to very good diaptase. That's some small crystals. I actually question the origin of these sometimes. Just like certain quartz, you can tell where it's from. Same with diaptase. It's got this down as being from Lakasi, which is fair enough. Some really nice specimens. Stands to reason. Well, let's say 690 grams. Good to very good only. I reckon there's a good chance that this is going to be less than $70. I'm wrong. 86. There we go. Flat 747. On to some polished points. We got 12 little beauties. 600 grams. Rated good, very good to A grade. And the dogs have found something to bark about. And they don't know really. But here about this beautiful rutile. That's a bit of a scuffed edge there. Still absolutely gorgeous. Hey, kahle wena. Some chlorite is here's some more rutile. Oh no. Yeah, there's rutile in here. Slightly cloudy. Maybe just do it from this side. Yeah, there we go. Here's one with a very, very fine rutile. Hence the blue sticker. Ordre, like I suspect most ladies, has a bad addiction to stickers, highlighters, and cookies. I don't get it. It's an okay flat of, I like this one. There's a little double terminated smoky with amethyst. Sure, it's hard to catch the amethyst. That's very cool. This flat's going to cost $40. That is flat 753. Then on to some blue lace agate, and it's blue lace agate with a little bit of a difference. These do come out. Okay, this not this one. This is just a part for the course blue lace agate, a little rough geode. But this one here has got that distinct grapey flavor. So I don't know, the camera really battles to pick up the amethyst beneath the layer of quartz. So, geez, like 1 out of every 200 pieces has this very vague, subtle hint of purple, of amethyst just beneath the surface. It is beautiful and pretty special. These are rated as very good to A grade, 2.71 kilos. It's going to cost $43 for 2.71 kgs. Let me just try to do that again. Sometimes it catches the light differently and you can see that purple. This is flat 792. Bookenote hook, 35 little fellas, little light lilac with lots of fine crystals around the base. These are rated very good to A grade. Nice limonite beneath the window there. Here's one with a dark windows. That's very cool. These 35 little book and hooks will cost $40. That is flat 785. Now on to something blue. Chrysocolla, malachite, and lots of nice kick-ass shiny druzy. Try and get this into the light. That's there we go. Some of those classic pseudomorphs, that is azurite blades, changing to malachite and then eventually to the chrysocolla we see now that's covered in druzy. These two specimens, oh, they are absolutely gorgeous. Vug over there. These are rated as A grade, both of them. They're going to cost, oh geez, they're going to cost $154. Is that right? Yeah, looks about right. That's for flat 746. And then on to some Sashi River polished freeforms. Some are palm stones, some are more freestones. Freestones. They're all freestones. That's what they are. Right. So 24 polished freeforms, and they are absolutely gorgeous. I'll show you random ones. They're all rated as A grade. Although I suppose this can't really be A grade, man. Come on, that's about very good at the best. But they are absolutely stunning. They weigh 1.8 kilograms. Those beautiful bands. Yeah, there we go. .8 kilos. This is going to cost $51 for the 24. That is flat 848. Oh, these sniffles, man. Right, Soul Rose. We've got 3 specimens here. This one's got a lot of kaolinite on it, and that specular hematite, covered in druzy as well. Nice, large cobalt and dolomite crystals. This rated as good, very good to A grade. This will be the good grade one only. Still very nice. And then the largest of the 3. So very large cobalt and dolomite. Sparkles, a little bit of silky malachite in the mix there. This flat weighs 1.33 kilograms. It's rated very good to A grade. $44 for the 3. That's flat 818. Then some very good to A grade black tourmaline, and these really are nice, well-formed crystals. Black tourmaline shoal. Here's one with a lot of highlight opal. More highlight opal over here. Beautiful flat of black tourmaline. It's 780 grams. It's going to cost $44 for the 35. That's flat 724. Right, then here's something that we haven't seen for a very long time. African turquoise. So it's not actually turquoise, it's more of a jasper. It is a matrix. It's a combination of chrysocolla, chalcocite. There's hematite in here as well. And mica. What's that one? So this comes from the blue mine, which is quite remarkable because the blue mine is the oldest mine in South Africa. It actually started mining in South Africa probably not way before, about 20 years before diamonds were discovered in Kimberley, which caused a little bit of a furore. But yeah, the first copper mine was the first mine in South Africa. Yeah, the blue mine. Springbok. So here we got 6 little standing freeforms. There's all that hematite. Mine isn't operating at the moment, so don't know if we'll see this again. This 1.84 kilos rated is very good. It's going to cost $68. That is for African turquoise flat 775. Then watermelon fluorite. We got 12 large chunky cobbed pieces. Lapidary heaven, happy days. This is rated as good, very good to A grade. We call it watermelon. Americans call it rainbow fluorite, although less colors in here. And say rainbow weighs 2.65 kilograms. This fluorite here will cost $31. That is for 12 large cob pieces, flat 778. Libethenite, we had a flat of 6 earlier on. Now we have a flat of 12. Not many of them available in this size, so that alone denotes this quite a special little flat. These are rated very good to A grade. They weigh 1.12 kilograms, so that's quite light for 12 copper-rich specimens. That's interesting. It's juicy. There's almost copper. Very nice flat at 12 collectibles. This is going to cost $76. That's flat 790. Then onto very nice Bucanote hook. This is the large window, slightly smoky and very light hues of amethyst in there. Not the cleanest of the windows. Here's a much better example. Check all that beautiful orange limonite at the base. That looks like a bit of healing going on there. This rated as very good to A grade. It weighs 1.12 kilograms. There's a twinner. This flat's going to cost $51. That's for 12 large windows, slightly smoky, slightly amethysty, very limonite Bucanote hook. $51 for flat 741. Silky malachites, 3 again. We got 1.4 kgs. These are rated as good to very good only. There's Fuchsia twins. This is a beauty. A lovely fat of silkies, 1.4 kilograms, $50 for the 3. That's flat 716. I just want to, oh no, cotton is packed up. I wanted to make a little reference to the first trolley, but that's gone now. Look at that hook. We got 12 clusters here, very different variation again. Very nice lilac, beautiful clean windows, and Gutite at the base. These are rated very good to A grade. That's a shit one. That's 1.2 kilos, $54 for the 12. That's flat 803. All right, on to some Mindingi Mine. Malachite on druzy and Gutite. Look at this one. This is beautiful. This is 830 grams, but see that this is definitely the specimen of the box. Where's the light? Where's the light? Show me the light. There we go. It's very nice, shiny botryoidals. And then, look there. That is a lot of Gutite, or at least bornite. It's not. No, it's not giving me Gutite vibes. Right, 6 of these specimens. They weigh 830 grams. Is same. I want to say Gutite. It must be Gutite because of the limonite presence. Oof, these are gorgeous. Check the shine. That's how the quartz has just grown into those veins. Nice, shiny troidals. These 6 are rated as good, very good to A grade. They are going to cost $52. That is flat 807. Then on to the center of the trolley, and we kick off with another Mindingi Mine special. It's an interesting network of crevices, vugs, and veins. That's beautiful there. We've got the malachite on top of the, can't say druzy really, because that's a largish quartz, which has in turn been taken over by what I assume is Gutite. Beautiful specimen, 1.18 kilograms, rated as very good only. That's sorry, I'm watching crystal instead of the screen. That's very good only. It's going to cost $52. That is flat 731. And then on to a large natural blue lace agate. It's a beauty. Lovely, beautiful, large vug. Nice crystallization on the inside. As blue as the sky of Malawi. 2.17 kilograms, rated as very good only. It's going to cost $32. That's flat 760. Next up, we got some tiger eye, or I say tiger eye, it's probably banded tiger iron with a lot of tiger eye and a lot of hematite streaks and veins. Because that's a beauty. Look at that chatoyancy, man. That is gorgeous. A little play of light there. These 2 little standing freeforms weigh 1.64 kilograms. Oh, look, that's a big vein of hematite. Quite a lot of them as well. Rated as very good as A grade. These are they are beautiful. That is going to cost $61. That is for flat 772. And then on to a large celestite geode, but it's not the punch bowl you think it is because it has a hole. It's a heavy. It's 7.81 kilograms. Hey, my goodness. The beautiful big blue gems of strontium delight. Oh, the Chinese and Italians get excited when they see the strontium. Asking because they're responsible for introducing red fireworks to the world, which is nice in some ways, but very sad for celestite in others. Weighs 7.81, rated as very good. It's going to cost $168. That's for flat 763. Onto another eclogite standing freeform. This one's very nice in my mind. The garnets in there are much more red, much more gemmy, and the omphacite is a lot greener than in the previous one on the first trolley. Rated as A grade, it weighs 2.18 kilograms. It's going to cost $86. That's pretty decent. That's very nice for flat 742. Then, look at that. Just look at it. It's beautiful and it's glorious. It's chrysocolla with porno turquoise. Yes, look at her. There's little pseudo, as you write, pseudomorph, come malachite, come chrysocolla, covered in druzy. Malachite in the middle. Oh man, that is a dream. Quite an interesting little specimen all round. But that vug is quite deep. That's beautiful. It weighs 1.24 kilos, rated as A2 double A grade. It's going to cost, you see it stands up nicely like that. It's going to cost $174. That is for flat 756. Nice. There's a third trolley, and I'm joining Albert here. He's sorting through a recent batch that we got this week of limonite. I like limonite. I mentioned this before, that it comes with all kinds of inclusions, specifically goethite. Sometimes it looks like this, which is almost Hollandite-ish. First time I saw it, I went, oh my God, we got Hollandite from Zambia. It's not, it's just goethite. Yeah, lots and lots of little ones. There's a beautiful dark orange large specimen. It's very nice. There's a red hematoid. That's very ready. That's very cool. That's beautiful. Very nice. I don't know what this is. Irongo. Dirty Irongo. That's feldspar. That limonite coating. Basically iron. Don't think this is highlight opal. No, it is. Interesting specimen. What else is here? Tourmaline. So you'll be seeing some more limonite coming up in the next few shows. That's for sure. Right, so let's have a look at the third trolley. First up, we got some highlight opal, some smoky quartz, tourmaline, and a whole bunch of Irongo goodies. 5 specimens in this flat. This has got quite a bit of vermiculite. That's interesting. I reckon that white stuff that isn't quartz is much the same as to what I saw here. There's a very large black tourmaline shoal. Smaller one, 1.34 kilograms for this flat, rated as medium good to very good at best. $34 for the 5, that's flat 847. Then on to some dioptase. There's a lot of small little beauties here, all 35 of them, rated good, very good to A grade. $200 grams. That's beautifully nice formed crystals. Is probably the worst of the bunch. This flat here is going to set you back $92. That's for 35 little dioptase crystals. Flat 829. Then, hello, cobalt bearing calcite, and it's beautiful pink with a lot of quartzite in the mix. Look at those beautiful dog tooth formations. This is rated good, very good to A grade. How about this little beaut over here? Light pink nestled amongst a little pond of chrysocolla. That is beautiful. How cool is that, man? That is beaut. This flat weighs 790 grams. There's a large one also with those little quartzite crystals forming on the calcite. And then got this good only pink calcite. That formation's almost wheat sheafy. That one there. Interesting. Then the dolomite as well with the calcite, and then a very pretty sparkly little bit of a malachite just on top of this little pink ice cream. Beautiful. There we go. Dolomite. Very, very nice flat. It's going to cost $94 for the 4. That's flat 822. Then a flat of polished little quartz points, the obligatory double termination, just to mix things up, nice and smoky. But little towers, it's smoky, more chlorite, limonite. Dark one. Very pretty. Ooh, have a look at these. This flat here is going to 350 grams. It's going to cost $33. That's a bargain for flat 867. Then a flat of 12 libethanites, rated as very good to A grade. Very much copper collector's item. Like I said earlier, very lucky to have gotten more of these. We had pretty much sold out of them, like at the end of last month. This flat's going to cost $56. It's going to be flat 864. Then another bit of book and hook magic. It's 24 light lilac traditional book and hook crystals. They weigh 1.18 kgs. They're going to cost $57. That is flat 734. Then we go, a nice flat of Laputo mine chrysocolla with kaolinite, druzy, malachite, chrysocolla, and hemimorphite. 12 of these specimens. They weigh slightly less than 1 kilogram. Oof, This is a cute. How's that? This flat's going to cost $38 only. $38 for these 12. That is a very nice deal. Flat 725. Just want to have a look at this one. Thought it was transparent, but it's not really. It's just a, well, slightly, yes. Very nice flat. Then on to some of the fresh limonite. Two beautiful specimens weighing 1.76 kilograms, both rated as A grade. Look at that beautiful clean crystals. It's limonite from Sulawesi. Let's just try to show you this again. Okay. Nice golden limonite. Deep vug, bit of druzy in there as well. Quartz all around in those veins. This flat's going to cost $41 because the limonite is generally quite cheap, and that's for flat 866. Next up, a flat of rough stichtite from Barberton. You might notice Atlantisite. There are 22 cobbed pieces. They are quite light. It's the stichtite, that beautiful purple on the serpentine matrix. Nice cabochon material, this. They do, you know, the polished ones, they do beautifully. They're rated as very good to A grade. They're going to cost $33 only. That's flat 854. Onto a flat of 6 cobalt bearing calcite. That's rhodo calcite. These are rated as medium, good, very good to A grade. So all over the show, 550 grams. Let's have a look, because this is a beaut. Not quite gemmy, but there's the colwezite and a beautifully well-formed dogtooth calcite. Much more gemmy pink, but none of those nice formations. In fact, the dolomite's quite attractive. It's a beautiful specimen. Here is almost colorless. It has a very vague cobalt hint of pink. The colwezite there nestled in. These are dogtooth, beautiful dogtooth formations. And right in amidst chrysocolla. It's not as pink, but it is absolutely stunning. Beautiful, beautiful specimen, that. This one here. Sure, if I didn't know better, I'd say soul rose. But that's cobalt. And it's got this down as calcite. Happy days. And then the last one is also colwezite, chrysocolla, and the beautiful pink calcite. Can't say pink, cobalt bearing calcite. This flat's going to cost $61 for 6 of Mashumbo West's cobalt bearing calcite. Slots box 858. Onto a Zambian mix, a flat of Mumbwa, amethyst points, and red hematoids. Yes, yes, you are making noise. You can tell you're making noise, but that's okay. You can make noise. Albert is making noise. He likes making noise. That's all right. I'm hoping that the noise might drown out my perpetual sniffing. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. That's beautiful. It's 3.88 kilograms, rated good, very good to A grade. It's going to cost $90 for flat 794. I just want to have another look at this because that's beautiful. Specular hematites, hematoid veils. I love those. That's very nice. And then a flat of black tourmaline, no highlight opal here, rated as very good to A grade, 830 grams for the 20 crystals or clusters. Nice one. There's feldspar in there. That's $40 for the 20. That's flat 736. Then we got some more beautiful druzy coated chrysocolla, both rated as A grade, 580 grams. And, it's beautiful. Look at these druzy coating. That just glitters away with the malachite and the chrysocolla. I reckon this one might just stand. Might need some help standing, but yeah, that's okay. Nice native copper in the druzy there as well. Two beautiful specimens. They're going to cost $124. That is for flat 798. Onto a flat of 12 beautiful Mendingi mine malachite. There's 670 grams, rated as good to very good. So take our time to admire these. Flat of 12 of these, that makes this a very valuable flat for retailers and collectors alike. More of a troidal than a bally. There are definitely a couple of balls on here. And some nice limonite in the druzy there as well. Beautiful flat of 12, Mendingi mine malachite, $42, makes this an absolute bargain. Did I pick this one up? I feel like I didn't. That is gorgeous, man. Look at that. That's beautiful. $42 for flat 843. Next up, some silver topaz from Urongo. There are 6 little packets here. Luff lapidary material. It's medium grade, good grade to very good grade. Let's shine it through the packets. A couple here with some funky colours. The rough topaz. Subtle hints of blue there. This flat weighs hardly anything, 200 grams. It's going to cost all of $34. That is for flat 836. Next up, we got some Salrose and Druzy, 1.32 kilograms for 12 specimens. These 12 rated as very goodish to very goodish only. Let's put that Druzy in the sunshine. and see what she does. There we go. She lights up. That's what she does. Like shiny pink things, then happy days. This is your flat. Quite a lot of heavy mother stone on these though, so that will drive the price up a little bit. This flat here's gonna cost $46 for the 12. That's flat 796. Then 6 absolutely spectacular limonite clusters, 1.465 kilos, rated as very good to A grade. So some gorgeous color. Obviously having a sun setting behind me kind of helps. There we go. Some nice good tight inclusions there. Beautiful clean windows. Interesting one. Almost has white veils. White veils in there. You can see the secondary growth being transparent over the first growth. Here's a large crystal. Not as clean as the smaller ones. There we go. This flat's going to cost $35. That is for flat 851. Polished points from Madagascar. We've got just off the cuff. There's chlorite. Here is some funky ass inclusions. This is very busy. A lot of tourmaline. Lots of fine little bits of rutile. This double termination. Rated as cheese all over the show. Good, very good. Small little ones. Chlorite, chlorite, chlorite. Copper rutile. Very cool. 370 grams for the 20. They're going to cost $31 only. That's pretty good. I think there's been 4 flats in today's sale, starting with 240s, a 33, and now a 31. That's a nice flat. Flat 853. Book and took. We got 12 clusters here, weighing 1.11 kilos, rated as very good to A grade. That's one pretty one. Here's another really pretty one. Worst one here. Still alright, but well, it's not great, but that's not the worst. This is, I suppose, no, that's not too bad. This flat, it's going to cost $56. $56 for 12 Book and took traditional light lilac spirit quartz clusters. Flat 860. Then Chrysocolla, 2 beautiful, both all A grade. These 2 weigh 840 grams. We're gonna let's look at this one first. Okay. I don't know, mate. I'll go ask her. She's over there. I'll ask Cara.
This one, Karin, what's
Karin.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just busy shooting. Give me 2 seconds. Albert, are you talking about eating hardy dogs?
No.
I heard William Bill Kalea hardy dog. Just to go to prove that Albert is not discriminative against Vuzi only. He discriminates against everyone. Everybody who feels his wrath.
Yeah.
All right, okay, all right, come on, I'll show you, Karen. Hey, that's it. Yes, a Benzo.
I think this time because it was like this.
Oh, no, that's mine. That's my rough stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Jeez, hard to get some work done around here. Right, back to the Chrysocolla and beautiful pseudomorphs, as you write, malachite Chrysocolla. Loads of gorgeous thick druzy. Easy to see why this is an A-grade specimen. It's beautiful. And the druzy carries on around the back as well. There's that specular hematite.
Okay.
Beautiful specimens. This was the other one. Much a likeness. Flat's going to cost $123. That's for flat 802. Then to the center we go, and we've got 2 Septori towers. There's one. This one over here's got a massive big vug with calcite right in the middle. Check it out. There's the tower. Let's zoom out a little bit. There we go. And that vug. That vug is huge. And it reaches very far. Very nice calcite. Rated as very good to A grade. These 2 towers will cost $33 only. That is flat 745. Very nice. Then a large blue lace agate specimen. It's 2.27 kilograms. Layered with beautiful crystallization. There's a beautiful vug there. Crystals all the way around there. And there's a little vug on the other side, just for good measure. It's rated as very good to A grade. The blue lace is going to cost all of $35. That is for flat 870. Then 2.55 kilograms worth of Mindingi mine malachite. That's all that beautiful. Oh, what is that red? Oh, that's just a red hematoid. But how cool is that red? Hey, check it out. That is almost surreal. All layered upon that layer of quartz. But it's the red hematoid in the mix, like on this side here. Check it out. That is beautiful. And then malachite's just a bonus. More of it all the way around the side there. Beautiful specimen. It's rated as very good to A grade. So what did I say? 2.5 kilos. This specimen's going to cost $157. That is for flat 856. Then some more of the African, a colloquial name really, African turquoise, standing freeforms from the Blue Mine in Springbok. These 3 are rated as a very good to, well, good to very good only. It's jasper with hematite. There's Chrysocolla, Chalcosite. So the 3 is going to cost all of $52. That is for flat $823. Then we've got a Booker Note Hook cluster, light lilac, large window variety. Nice big windows. Some very, very clear, some not so much. No chips on the tips. 1.28 kgs, rated as very good only. This one cluster is going to cost $43. That is for flat 838. Then on to some Namibian picture stone standing freeforms. Both of these little standing freeforms are rated as A grade, imitating the geography or topography landscape of Namibia. 1.49 kgs. I think a lot of us getting a little bit sick. That's that winter thing. These two Namibian standing freeforms is going to be $51. That is for flat 865. And then last, a very interesting Chrysocolla specimen. It weighs 1.22 kilograms. It is extremely crumbly, as you can see. But it is interesting, man. There's a lot of pseudomorph activity going on there. There's fanned blades. Some silky malachite there. Big vug that runs right through the middle. Probably mostly a testament to the soft nature of this specimen. Look at that. That is magic. That is very cool. That is a proper conference of Chrysocolla and malachite. Rated as good to very good at best, understandably so. It's going to cost all of $44. Very burlesque. Flat 842. All right, guys. Thank you very much for bearing through my sniffles. It's been a quick one. I hope everyone got something that they wanted, and I hope to see you on Thursday. Have a beautiful evening. Cheers.